Hey guys, this is Truther here. This is my first video and I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of many. And today I wanted to talk about this video I saw on YouTube. And after I saw this video, it was one of those things where I just had to make a video response. And basically the video response I'm going to is this video who basically made this video talking about how black people are better than white people and all this stuff, somehow talking a lot of crap that you didn't even know what he's talking about how apparently black people are better than, you know, white people and the better fighters and the better this and that. That's partly the reason why I'm making this video. I also want to say that I'm not racist, so just so you know, I don't care if you're black, white, Indian, fucking red, blue, green, colour skin, doesn't matter, we're all one. But I had to make this video. And just to let you know, I'm not, when I say this, I'm not saying all black people are like this, but I know some are. Now on his video, what that, not just on his video and other videos out there, is that I want to get into is there was this guy who did a preach. He must have standing about 100 to 200 black people giving a speech, and basically this black guy was basically giving the speech and he was saying that we should exterminate all white people. Well, I've seen more than one videos of black people from South Africa talking about exterminate all white people. Now, first of all, that's wrong. And the funny thing is, this guy is also doing a speech and apparently stopping racism. So how are you exactly stopping racism by saying we should kill white people? That's racism itself, you know. And I also don't like black people. I'm not saying all black people doing this again. I'm just saying some have though. That they go the poor black this, the poor black that. Well, back in the day, it used to be the poor black this, but the things have changed now. What I also don't like is when they talk. I've seen a lot of them who are talking about killing all white people. They go the poor black man this. Well, you know, things really have changed, but it's very sad to still see that there's a lot of even though things have changed so much over the years, that it still comes down to white versus black. Basically, it's very sad to see that, you know. And you know, I don't believe in exterminating any kind of fucking race. I think it's, you know, it's just the hell. But you know, obviously you're gonna get the fucking dumbass black people and the dumbass white people who, you know, hate each other. It's the way life is, apparently, unfortunately, sad as it is enough. But I had to make this video because I've noticed a lot more fucking people have made videos lately of kill white people. Well, that's gonna make people who make that video at first, you know, that's gonna, of course that's gonna make fucking racism and make it worse, so you're not helping. And also, the other thing I want to say is that a lot of these black people are saying, when they were giving the preach to other black people, when they were saying kill all white people, they were saying basically, well, imagine, they was basically saying to all these black people, well, imagine what happened before when basically they were going back in the slavery days and the white man are evil because what happened before. Well, first of all, that happened years and years ago. But let's quickly go into that. Well, how it all first started, obviously there was civilizations, there was cultures, there was all these different things, and then you got the black civilization, then you got the white civilization. Now, the white civilization progressed more, okay? Not because they were smart, not because whatever fucking reason. But a lot of black people were playing on this and saying, well, we should just exterminate white people because, well, they killed loads of us before. Well, that doesn't really solve the problem, and plus we can't change back time, and we've learnt from it, but apparently they're fucking bringing it up again. And on the video they were talking about exterminating white women because they were the breeding factory. And that's quite a fucking sick mind. And what's even more sick is the people who are listening to this guy, all these black people were listening to this guy, were basically cheering. Not they were going fucking mental, not mental in a good way. They were going fucking mental in a bad way. They're all agreeing, cheering that they should kill white people. So they all have the same mindset, you know. And that's quite fucking sick. And obviously the white people in South Africa. Sorry about that. The white people in South Africa are obviously afraid because if a lot of these black people are cheering and acting white people, you know, a lot of these white people in South Africa are afraid that, you know, what's going to happen, you know. And as you probably well know, most of the government in South Africa are black because it's a black country. Okay. Now, there is a lot of after, you know, if the black government are basically in South Africa, they're treated, white Africans are treated very differently to black Africans. And there's a lot of farmers and other things like that go on. If you haven't seen that, I'd highly recommend you go watch that. I'll probably put a link in the description of a video of another guy you can watch. I think you should definitely check that out as well. So just look in the description. There's like another guy who also makes videos like the one I'm making now, but he's been around more than me. I highly recommend watch that video, but I don't agree with everything he says. I agree partly of what he says, well, most of it. But back to the point, you know, it's just crazy how somebody could make a video saying that basically black people are more inferior to white people, you know, especially when you're trying to make it, you know, when you're saying it's not a racist video, well, it must be, you know. And even if you bypass that, it's just double standards, you know, these days. I mean, for example, a black man went, you know, as I told you, a black man went on stage and he was basically saying, you know, kill all white people, exterminate them all. Nothing fucking happened, right? Didn't go on the news, nothing fucking happened. He got away with it. But if I or anyone else went on the street and did a parade and say kill all the niggers and kill all the Kafirs, you know, what would happen? Let's be honest, what would fucking happen? You'd even die on that fucking spot, you'd get arrested. And that's the truth, you know. But if a black man does it, nothing fucking happens. And you can watch like CNN, you know, all this fucking radio stuff, and I'm not saying you never see a black man on there doing something wrong, but generally they never cover when a black man does something wrong. But if a white man does something wrong, well, fucking hell breaks fucking loose. Now, this is not, like I said, this is not a racist video. I'm not, you know, targeting black people because I don't care if you're black or white. At the end of the day, we're all fucking one. It's just, you know, how, you know, wide, it's just crazy, you know. Because they talk about how the white people enslaved it. Well, if you're talking about that, you're just as fucking bad as white people back in the day, because you're wanting to kill fucking white people now from what happened millions of years ago. And let's be honest, millions of years ago when, well, it wasn't millions of years ago, but you know what I mean, back in those days when, you know, when white people had more, what do you call it, you'd call it more rights than black people. Well, black and white people have the same rights now, kind of. I say kind of because in South Africa and stuff, it's known for a fact that black people, the black government, treat the white Africans a lot differently, and a lot fucking, you know, the rights a lot differently to fucking black people, black Africans. Now, saying all this, it's starting to make me think, you know, because you got all this stuff, and I'd love to hear what you guys think as well, because, you know, I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me, you know, what the next video would like me to be. Tell me your opinions or not, because I don't know if you've seen the videos of, there's like 3 people on YouTube who, you know, the ratings on the videos have got so fucking big, and just, it's just crazy, and it's just these black people talking about exterminate white people. So how can someone say white people are bad when you're basically doing the same fucking thing and wanting to kill white people because white people, you know, was not good to you a long time ago, you know, when, you know, things have fucking changed, you know, but it's still very sad that we have black people who can't get fucking over it and they want fucking, they want, you know, they want like revenge or something. Now, I think we should all perfectly fucking just get along and be all peaceful, but unfortunately it's not happening, and I've noticed in just a couple of months racism between white people and black people is growing fucking enormously. Now, there's not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid, but I'm hoping a lot of you will listen and, you know, tell me your opinions on it, because it is such a big thing. And you know, there's a guy you should research called Julius Malema. You know, he goes to like black rallies and all this stuff. He goes on the news and preaches to loads of fucking black people about, you know, the poor blacks this, the poor blacks that. You know, proper trying to fucking. That's one thing I really hate. You know, it's like we can all get along, but I hate when black people just stick to that one fucking thing they have on white people, back to the slavery days, because things have changed now and it's now the blacks, you know, cream again, you know, just like fucking us over now. So there's a reason why they say history repeats itself. But yeah, you know, and I would love to fucking, yeah, I'd just love to hear what you got to say, you know, because Julius Malema, I mean, if you research him, he's like a very rich fucking black guy. And the funny thing is, he goes on the, you know, like I said, he goes on the news and preaches the poor black man this, the poor black man that, and this guy's living basically better than the fucking president, you know. I mean, the president is a fucking prick anyway, but I'm just saying, he's living better than the president. So how dare you say that, you know, the poor blacks this when you live a fucking lifestyle like you do, you know. It's just fucking disgusting. It really fucking is. A rich guy is preaching about the poor blacks. Just, you know, it's just crazy. And, you know, the evidence is all there if you look at it. I'll probably put all the links below. If I don't, I'll forget. So yeah, definitely go check that out and tell me what you think about this video, because I think it's a very big thing that no one's really talking about, and I think we definitely need to get the word out.